Hello, y'all. My name is Jason Lee. I am a recent graduate from NSS, aka Nashville Software School, and today I wanted to go over my full stack application called NexaDev. Basically, it is just a simple application that employs the use of CRUD, create, read, update, and delete, with additional features that showcase an understanding of data relationships and some cool little add-ons that you might not expect from an entry-level developer, or maybe you would. But either way, let's go ahead and get started. NexaDev, connecting code and coders here. We have our login page. Our background is made up of CSS provided by a website, tons of websites you can find on Google that will give you free code to basically achieve any background animation such as this, a lot of span elements. But continuing, we have a sign in with Google here, or you can sign in with username or password or make an account. Let's go ahead and do the sign in with Google and see what happens. Okay, so typically this has been kind of finicky recently. As you can see here, it has a saved passwords and you can manage it. It does have it saved in Google, but if I do refresh the page and try it again, sometimes it doesn't auto-populate the fields right here. So it's kind of a hit or miss. I'm still trying to configure it to work, but it's better than having it not work in general. So sometimes the application will just have it pre-filled already because I'm already logged in with my email right here. But anyways, regarding that, let's just go ahead and sign in here. And we're taken to our home page, which is made up of multiple components within a parent container. I'll go ahead and start with our first one here, which is our create post, or our post form component. Pretty self-explanatory. You have the title, description, and date fields right here. Title and description are able to be edited. Date is already pre-filled to be the current date instead of having to choose one. So for a title, let's go ahead and say hello park, because world is cool, but let's change it up. Description, I have a couple ones I've already saved up because I always use this to test out things, because obviously you want to make sure it works. So this is my favorite one. I don't need to elaborate either with me or against me. What else do I need to say? And here we have the date. So great, looks like it's good to post. We'll go ahead and post it. We get a confirmation from the local host saying post is submitted, and this is all on the local host. It's not deployed because I'm wary about security and authentication, or more so data leaks when it comes to user data and privacy. Right now it's all based with tokens, and it's not really like connected to a cloud or anything. So until I get better at that, it is going to be local. Anyways, our post is submitted. Let's go ahead and refresh and see if we can see it here. Oh, look at that. Hello Park by Blaze Sashimi. That's us. We got our great post here. Let me move this up a little bit. And now let's see what we can do with our current post. So as you can tell, we have these three dots right here: update post and delete post. Let's just say that we want to change the title because it's a little too basic. We'll just say, hello everyone. Be friendly with other users here, okay, just me. But anyways, you update the post and you're redirected to the home page with your updated post right then and there. So that's cool. But let's take a look at somebody else's post, like Carrie 1945. Hello world. Wow, you could almost say we copied her. We're very, very original. Anyways, I can't type to save my life, but wait, is what she says. And let's just say you're curious to see what Carrie has to say, and you really can't wait. So, Carrie, what are you waiting for? Kind of like Michael Jackson almost. So, and then you can post a comment, and boom, there you go. Hey, there's me, Blaze Sashimi, and there's my comment. Let's just say, you know what, maybe we think that's kind of weird to say. How about we just be patient and let her say when she's ready? So we'll click on the trash can icon right here, and that'll give us the option to delete the comment. But before that, localhost will also want to make sure that you want to delete this comment. So of course, it's better to have, this set up before you can just delete it willy-nilly. And yeah, we're going to delete it. Cool, it's gone. But let's just say that there's tons of people that have commented on a previous post, like this one right here. You eat dry cereal, a match made in heaven. We're not going to delve into this post. It's kind of weird. Carrie's kind of weird. So here we have Merck. He's commented quite a bit. Well, there's also a show more option we can look at. It's Carrie, okay, adding a lot of input to that. So it's very cool. If comments ever, too many comments are on a post, then there's a way for them to be hidden or expanded upon without taking up too much space, hopefully. And now you may have one question. Jason, the styling is okay and all, but what is this random icon here? Here, you can even click it apparently. That right there is a template, a placeholder for my like button right now. It's in the works. I got it set up in the back end. I think it's working appropriately, but so far in the front end, I have yet to really implement it to its fullest extent. So as of right now, this is just basically nothing. but it will be a like button eventually. So moving on, we're going to go to our next component here, which I believe is one of my favorite ones that I was able to implement quite not easily, but a lot smoother than, say, Google Sign-In, which is still a work in progress. We have our external API, Daily Tech News, and here, let's see, as you can tell, it doesn't work all the time because it's kind of weird, but you can scroll within the little section here. There's articles regarding tech. Some of them are kind of iffy, but they're mostly supposed to be tech, and basically you can look at them right here, and that's not all you can do. Let's just say one catches your eye, like OpenAI staff threaten to quit en masse unless Salem Ultimate is reinstated. I have no idea who that is, but I kind of want to learn about it because AI is very prominent nowadays, and it would be great to be up to date with all the news. So you hover above here on the title, you click it, and it has a read more option. Now you might think, does it actually take you to another page? You bet it does. It opens up a new page here where the article is posted by The Guardian, a very credible source, and you're able to view the article that you saw on the page right here on the right side. So that was very fun to implement. The external API was called technews.io. It is a free external API, and you can configure it to display certain types of news, events, or whatever else they have to offer. So I configured mine to only show tech news, most recent popular tech news to be specific, within the path in my backend, and that is why all these are somewhat tech related, although some of these are kind of iffy about that. Anyways, moving on. Next, we have my popular ongoing events component right over here. This has allowed users to see, hey, there's some events going on. Maybe like we can check them out, get some fluff for the homepage. We'll let them explore a little bit more. So all these events are created by users. We're also able to create events ourselves. We will get to that very shortly. This is supposed to be sorted by how many attendees it has. That is still a work in progress because the sorting is just one of the last things I have to implement. As you can tell, there's a lot I still have to do, but this is still a very basic draft of the website. So anyways, let's just say we're scrolling down here and we see Software Royale by Rotating Ravioli. That sounds exciting. Let's go ahead and view that. So upon clicking View Event, this button will direct us to a single event, which is its own little component here. You can't really access it through the nav bar. It has to be accessed through that View Event right there. And the styling is very minimal, almost non-existent to this point. That is also another thing I have to work on. But as you can tell, you have the title, details, limit of people, address, basically the bare minimum. You will notice the details are not actually here on the home page. It is only viewable when you click on the event, and that is just on purpose because I feel like having the details here would be too much. And if anything, the actual event event list component I have over here, which we're about to see, is a lot more clean and concise and understandable to read, in my opinion. So this is our next component that we're going to look at is our event list. Here we have all the events created by users. As you can tell, they have their each and own characteristics, but the most important thing that you can see here is there's an attend event option and a view attendees. Attend event is a many-to-many relationship with the event object, meaning that any user that attends it will be an attendee, and upon clicking, you receive a notification from localhost saying you've successfully attended the event. That's cool and all, but you kind of want to see yourself on that event list just to make sure, right? So we'll view attendees, and there you are, bloody sashimi. Now, let's say you don't want to attend this event anymore. It's kind of not your taste, or maybe something came up. We'll unattend the event, basically deleting the user ID from the event object, or more so to be specific, the attendees property. So when we attend the event, you have successfully unattended the event. Great. Now we check the attendees. We're not there. We have successfully removed ourselves from the event. Therefore, we have took ourselves from the event object. Pretty cool. I really like that. We learned many-to-many in NSS, that relationship within our final months. But the unattended event was something that I decided to expand upon and try to, make it seem more natural in a, production environment, if that makes any sense. Now, one more thing I like to show is obviously you can view other attendees here. Merck is attending this open source organizer project. Very cool. I kind of want to attend that because it doesn't hurt to get some more stuff in my portfolio here. So we're going to work with Merck, buddy, and then we're also going to work with Rotating Ravioli. That's very cool. That's our event list. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. I do want to implement more, make this page a little more fun to look at instead of just having the event list, but it's a start. So next is going to be even more bare bones than this. Yes, it's unfortunate, but I spent a lot of time working on the homepage and trying to like nail down at least the basics here. The project is pretty new, very, very bland styling. This is basically using styles that I've already pre-created for events. Therefore, it looks very similar, but not nearly as good. Here, the projects are a little bit hard to understand and follow. I'll have to utilize that and optimize it down the line. But the title is here, description, and a final capstone. It's a very short description. Test, yeah, as you can tell, I didn't put too much effort in making this seem authentic. But here's a URL that is not clickable right now. I will show you a project list that has clickable URLs and is a lot more neat than this. And I should have used the styles from that one on this one. But anyways, this one right here represents the user ID who has created that project. Sadly, it is only the actual ID instead of the embedded data within the ID, like their first name or username. For some reason, I'm having trouble accessing the embedded data within my JSX component or my JSX file, and I haven't had that problem happen with the other types before. So I'm curious. I've been kind of stuck on that one for a little bit, but I'll get around to it eventually. Anyways, not that much to see here. It's pretty bare bones, just a list, nothing too crazy. Let's go back to creating events or events in general. Let's just say you want to make your own event. Here you have the event form. We'll do demo day. And the maximum number of people, we'll do 2 or 20. That's not what I meant. And I need people to help demo a very big project. Very broad. No one's really probably going to actually attend that because honestly, like that's, yeah, explain more than that. But anyways, location, we'll do behind Kroger. Very not specific, I know. Select the type, and we're going to do a meetup. So the date here, this isn't pre-filled. Thankfully, you can actually choose a date within the future or the past, which needs to be prevented because obviously you cannot have an event in the past. But for now, we'll just pretend that we can only choose in the future, and we'll choose the 30th of November. Sweet, looks like all our fields are filled out, and we're gonna post, and we should be redirected to the event list page. Great. You can view the event at the bottom here. I do need to reorganize it to where it is descending from the latest post, but regardless, here we have our demo day in our project, and as the creator of an event, you're able to obviously update the event or delete the event. So let's just say that you didn't really like the description. You wanted to add a little bit more. Let's see. Message me for more details. Message me for more details. You know, just to hopefully add a chance that people will help. So you update it, go back to the bottom here, and look, it's updated. But let's just say, you know what? This was a really bad advertisement for my demo day. I could do better than that. I need some time to actually go back in the tank, think about what I've done with my life, and then we'll start. So delete event. Are you sure you want to delete this event? Well, localhost, I'm pretty sure. So there you go. It's gone. And we have mood time by Carrie. Interesting. Anyways, that's an example of the event form, and obviously being the user that's creating an event, the other options you have as the creator of the user. I mean, of the event. Sorry, I cannot speak. But now let us move on to our last, but not least component here, which is our profile. Now bar here, profile, very similar, very simple layout here. You have your username, the name, bio. So obviously we're not displaying all the user properties or coder properties here because there are some things that I don't think should be changed within a project. So, you know, let's just say we don't change the name. Firen is actually a character from a recent show I've been really enjoying, but that's not my actual name. My actual name is Jason, believe it or not. And the bio, I think, is perfect. We're just going to save that, and sweet. Here is a little bit of a layout problem here. The bio, for some reason, just disappeared. That's weird, and it's totally gone. I'll have to go back and look at that in the future. Anyways, ignore that for now. So here, as you can tell, I mentioned earlier that we did have another projects list, and this is probably the way better version than the previous one. You can add a new project. You don't even need to be redirected. The form is actually displayed right here. It's expanded upon clicking add a new project. So I think that's very optimized and a clean UI, or a clean interface at least. So we'll do project title. I'm working on a C++ application right now. It's to display music. So I'm going to call it, I think it's called Music Plus actually. Or Music Plus. To keep it small, keep it short and simple, C++ application for displaying my personal music, and then a URL. So I'll go over here to this, and this isn't the correct URL, but this is like, for example's sake, this is my backend for NexaDev right here. But regardless, that's a repository. And we're gonna go ahead and paste that right there, and we're gonna add the project, and boom, we have our project within our profile. C++ application will display my personal music, and the link is clickable. So regardless, what I should have done for the actual project list is use these styles and the same JSX for that. I don't know what I was thinking. I was probably in a rush and wasn't thinking with a clear head. So again, my fault. However, this is what I want it to look like, and it will look like that. So let's make sure this link works. We're gonna click on it, and boom, would you look at that? We are redirected to the backend repository for my NexaDev project. It's not the C++ one, but you know, it gets a job done. So yeah, that's pretty cool. We'll go ahead and log out. That's pretty much everything I have so far within this application. Obviously there is a register one, but I mean, you've probably seen this before. It's nothing too crazy. You just fill it in. Again, with my Google stuff, it automatically fills in the fields for email and password. Still need to change that, maybe because I'm automatically logged in, and it might be working right in that regard, but regardless, I need to get better at understanding it, because obviously I'm not too fully confident in understanding what's going on with it. But yeah, anyways guys, I hope that video was clear and concise, or at least somewhat understandable regarding what my application does, and hopefully it displayed my understanding and my skills as a developer. I really do think this project was a really, really good lesson for me, and it still is. The fact that I'm able to continue to improve and implement more features slowly but surely, it has been very great, and I'm very proud of what I've been able to accomplish. Obviously, I'm not satisfied. I don't think it's nearly up to the standards I had set for it, and that's why I'll continue to work on it while also working on my other additional projects, the job search, networking, and currently working in general at the restaurant. So life has been busy, but I wanted to get this video out here because it's been a little overdue, and I really hope that if you made it this far, you enjoyed what you saw, and perhaps you can reach out and maybe help out with some things, or add some tips and features that would further improve what I have going on here, because trust me, I can improve a lot here, and I'm excited to continue to do so. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. My name is Jason once again. Have a great night. Or day, sorry.